first. Hey Jones, welcome back. How you doing? Hope you had a good start into the weekend. It's time to check out Underground RTX Ray Tracing Remix version 0.1. Let's see how the progress looks. Are you guys ready? Welcome to Ray Tracing. This looks way better than the first time. I would say the reflections on the cars are hella funky though. It looks better than before, it still looks bad. Yeah, I can see that. Okay, 90 FPS. It's actually kind of nice to play. As long as I max out the stream's frame rate, you know. I wanna definitely wanna get 60 FPS for you. B, the default settings are retarded. At least now you're gonna get the direct comparison. We try again. Let's see if I lost the car. I did. God damn it. Stop taking away my cars, man. I know I'm playing Nuzlocke, but it does take a while to render, but when it works, it works. I mean, very cool tools by NVIDIA. So I guess for the YouTube, let me show you the settings we're using so you can recreate it. That's important for the settings in-game. And what I'm using is frame generation, ray reconstruction, and the balanced mode. If this doesn't run for your machine, you can turn it to performance or ultra performance. And you could turn off ray reconstruction in case it eats a bunch of performance. And if you have frame gen, it's better to use it. And other than that, it's just you drag the files onto your installation of Underground and then it should work. For example, I think this looks actually pretty good. A bit too dark, but overall pretty good looking. Updated car models. That sounds like a lot of work though. Replacing all of the car models. At the same time, I'm not sure if it's possible. Oh god! No. Even before I tied and I lost. I mean, this does look good. Overall, it actually looks better when you look back. That's funny. Because there's less light active, it looks better. When there's a lot of light, everything's just super bright. The first version was really rough. It was 003, now it's 01, and there's actually vast improvements. This looks way better than it did. I actually don't think it's too dark. Only some spots are too dark. I mean, some cars like are just straight up black. So I've never been able to get through the Prologue with this mod. So in my opinion, the developers of the mod should always include a save file or talk about this. Because since it happened to me twice with two different versions of the mod, it's clearly a permanent problem, and I can see a lot of people just giving up. One thing that's definitely true, you have to tweak a shit ton of things, and if you don't know what you're doing, and I don't, most of the stuff that I did, I learned from you guys. Like, it's way too difficult to use it as a first-time user. I mean, it kind of makes sense that you have to tweak a few settings, but at least a little bit of an, explanation in a tutorial telling you, okay, you want to think about this setting, because you always have to think about the first-time user that has zero clue about anything. This reminds me of the HD reflections. I bet the HD reflections are a lot easier to do. Too reflective. It's like chrome paint. If you've ever seen that on a car. And let's be honest, even Carbon has reflections like this. Why does he already release it? No, that's good, man. You do not wanna be a perfectionist, because then you never deliver a product, right? You make a first version, you see if people like it, and if they like it, you keep working on it. Testing out the waters, seeing if people are responsive, if they even want it in the first place. Because would you waste weeks of your time and free time on something that people are not interested in? And I think it also is motivating for yourself when you put your stuff out and you're like, okay, this can be better, and especially the moment you put it out, you get feedback. As a creator, you're sometimes blind to certain mistakes or errors, and you need the perspective of other people. So I would say that's the reason why you should put out your work, even if it's a 0.1 version. The cars look dark. Yeah. But I think this is already a lot closer to what it should look like in the future. The powerful thing about ray tracing in the future is that it's going to be fully automatic. You know, just by placing an object into the world and placing the light sources, everything else happens automatically, right? It's gonna be realistic, it's gonna look better, and it's gonna actually take away some work from the developers. So long term it makes a lot of sense, but now we're in this intermediate time, in my opinion, where it's a lot of work and you don't get too much benefits. Like now I'm talking about like AAA games and any new games that do include it, where you don't really notice the difference. When I play GT7, I don't really feel like, whoa, these reflections are so real. And it looks so much better. But yeah, if you've seen either my YouTube video or the last stream with the RTX mod, you probably realize how much better this looks. Physics remain unchanged. Like, you cannot tell me one of the developers didn't do that themselves. You cannot tell me the developer did not build the ramp exactly in that way, so that becomes possible. Hey guys, Kuru here. Check out Instant Gaming for cheap game keys. Click the link in the description below. Don't lose focus now. The thing is, the cars are pitch black. And I know I cannot pass the guy on the left, I'll die. Like, I have to be really attentive here. It was the last race too, man, that killed the car. Oh shit. Don't think I ever got so close to it. For a split second I saw the reflection of my car. So what do you think of the ray tracing mods? The first version, this version, or the upgrade in between? To me it's fairly obvious that they did a really good job at making it a lot better than the last time. The final version, yeah, but that could be years away. The performance and the look improved. I'm pretty sure I could not run the balance setting the last time I played this game. This perfectly reflective truck looks ridiculous. It's like mirrors driving on the road. This looks better than Unbound. You're not the first one. You're not the first one to say it today. Hey, in case you forgot what the game looks like. Oh, wow, that was close. No! Dude, drag racing has become so hard because everything is dark. Can barely see what's ahead of me. Okay, we only have the Miata. How do we only have the Miata at this point? Shouldn't we have unlocked like a million cars by now? What? 17 events? I've done more than 17 events. I gotta say, now that I'm used to the new look, I really start to like it. Sure, it needs improvement, but I like this look to the game. I survived, that's important. Because they didn't. I wonder if I'm gonna be fast enough to go in front of the train. Come on. I had to slow down not to crash, and then I was too slow to get ahead of the train. It's a pretty rare sight though, getting wrecked by the train. I'm a good citizen. I remember the first version of this that we played did look so rough that it was hard to like. Like now it's like the opposite, where you're looking for the things that don't look that good. And it's overall okay. And the last time it was like, it was overall weird and some things look good. Gonna be interesting to see if we get some nice update to Underground too. Let's see if the car is already too fast for the shortcut. Yeah, see? If you do the shortcut full speed, you're already wiping out. The mod improved a lot since the last time we played it. Oh yeah, you wanted me to take the shortcut. Let's see what it looks like. Not bad. Actually looks like a sewer. With some questionable lighting. Probably needs a few more light sources. I would kind of like to have a Wii with HDMI pack. Whoa. Everyone's dead. I'm running out of gears. That was so fun, I forgot to shift. You know what my problem is? When you press Alt X, it just gives you these arbitrary names. Like, what is balanced? Tell me. Holy fuck, I need 12 gigabytes? Dude, my GPU is running. How much graphics cards do you need for a 20-year-old game? Yes. The thing is, the liveries now actually look like they are pasted onto a card that has a bunch of, well, chrome paint, I guess. But I think he did a really good job. Shouts to the mod maker, because if everyone in here says the cars are too dark, I'm pretty sure he got that feedback many times over, so it's probably gonna get better over time. And I think that's another reason why you wanna release your mod early, because now they get the necessary feedback and be like, okay, so that's something people care about, so let's change that. Sure, it's an early version. I mean, obviously he knows that there's no lights on the traffic cars, and that is to be implemented, but you know, for now it works. God damn. But yeah, I think so too. I think this looks actually pretty damn good. Looking forward to see further improvements. The only problem with most RTX remixes, because that can be applied to any DirectX 9 game, it eats a shit ton of performance. Like, I'm running this on a 4080 with frame rate doubling, so effectively the game runs at 60 FPS now. Yes. If you didn't read the Discord post, you just drop the files into your game folder. One issue I ran into, you cannot get past the prologue. So here's my tip. Play the prologue before you install the mod. When you make a new save file, play the prologue, which means you get to choose a car. After you've chosen your car, then apply the mod folder to your game folder. Just copy and paste, because the game does get stuck after the prologue if you do it first. And I think a lot of people will run into this issue, so I'm surprised the mod maker did not point that out anywhere. And it's not a new thing, the same thing happened last time too. In my opinion, you should always make it as easy as possible for new players. So the drag and drop to the game folder is fantastic, but if you use the newest version of the widescreen patcher, you can actually tell that it should use the save file in your game folder, which can be supplied with the mod, right? So he could set it up in a way where copy and paste it, and you have a pre-made save file that you can immediately use. I played the prologue and then got off. Okay, did you try to choose a car? Because I couldn't choose the car. That's the thing that didn't work. You can play the prologue, but once you try to pick a car, the confirmation button doesn't work. Interesting. I wonder if I have a version, or maybe the European version. Maybe the European version gets stuck and the American version would work. Possible. Yeah, I think the biggest critique that I have is that the cars are too dark. Look at the gold, man. Yo, are we in Dubai, man? Golden skyline, golden fucking transport van here. It is a mod for Need for Speed Underground. It is the same game. I know it looks crazy different, but this is still Underground 1. Mirror cars. I mean, usually the road in Underground was reflective as hell. Remember that? Wouldn't be surprised if I play this again in a month or two, when it gets another significant update. I think at this point anyone that is interested can try it out. Depending on your PC, you might need to reduce your resolution. Well, I have version 1 of Champion, if you remember these boxes. So those are the old ones. They were like round. The new ones look like this. This has RTX on, by the way. There's your chrome paint. Here's RTX on. The new one is RTX off. I really hope that makes it into the YouTube video. Dude, I love these runoff areas after you finish a race. They have some mystery about them. I remember them in Need for Speed Porsche, where I was like, oh cool, I've never been here before. And every time I tried to drive a little bit faster so I could get further into this corridor that you can't drive otherwise. Fucking rubber band, dude. What the hell, dude? He just rubber banded and then scooped up my car afterwards. Oh, you were talking about a gym subscription. Yeah? Better get your money's worth. Whoa, how? The game is not very happy about this. I think that rapid camera change was not really intended by the game. Unrecognizable in a good way. I know, right? I actually really like when modders take a very different twist on the look of a game. And you could probably sell this as a remaster to a lot of people. The range on Gear 4 is insane on this car. Hey, let me respawn. Fuck. Dude. Alright. Wicked. How the fuck is he so fast? Like, I was cutting him off and he still accelerated away from me. Finally, we got our body kit. Look at the stupid smile. You know, that one looks more astonished. But that's like a stupid white happy smile, man. Monkas. I was taking the shortcut too. No! It's been a while since I lost to Eddie, man. Oops. Come on. This jump is dangerous. Very dangerous. Fuck. Okay, we tried to jump the third time around. Actually, I did make it on the first attempt. Like, being on the out, this is fine, right? That's well right. Hey, let's go. We beat Ray Tracing Underground. Let's go. Pretty good looking mod, not gonna lie. Potential for improvement is there, but I do like version 0.1. Let's see what the future brings. GG. You wanna cringe out again? Okay, time to Mon Khalif. Thank you so much for watching, Hotshots. Sleep tight. Do come back tomorrow on Sunday for more, and good night. Bye bye.